I'm 80 years old. I've lived through the Great Depression, through wars, through market crashes and manias that wiped out entire generations. I've watched brilliant men go broke and ordinary people quietly become wealthy. After all these years, I've learned that success has less to do with intelligence and everything to do with discipline and survival. When you pass 60, you don't have the luxury of big mistakes anymore. You don't need miracles or clever shortcuts. You just need to stop doing stupid things. That's the real secret. At this age, time is worth far more than money. When you're young, you can use money to correct your mistakes. But after 60, money can't buy you more time. People like to say, time is money. I disagree. Time is life. Spend it wisely. On health, peace, and people who matter. I've taught thousands of Americans about money, and I always tell them the same thing. If you spend less than you earn, you'll be fine. If you spend more, no one can help you. Freedom doesn't come from earning more, it comes from needing less. Real wealth isn't about luxury, it's about peace of mind. I've met retirees worth millions who still can't sleep at night. They don't own their wealth owns them. The truth is, getting rich isn't hard. Staying calm once you are rich, that's the real challenge. Debt, drama, and dumb people. Those three destroy more lives than any stock market crash. Debt strangles you when income dries up. Drama drains your energy faster than any tax. And dumb people, the ones who refuse to learn, who repeat their mistakes again and again, they will pull you down until you drown. At 60, your circle shouldn't grow. It should shrink. Keep only those who bring peace. Cash is oxygen. Debt is a noose. I learned that the hard way during the Depression. When the banks collapsed, even the smartest men suffocated. Always keep enough oxygen to breathe, enough cash to survive the unexpected. In my younger years, I worked for others. I chased promotions, approval, titles. But I eventually realized that a paycheck is a treadmill. You sweat a lot, but go nowhere. Ownership gets you off the treadmill. Own your home, your investments, your time, your decisions, and above all, own the right to say no. Most people think wisdom means knowing more. It doesn't. Wisdom means doubting yourself. By 60, most folks believe their opinions are facts. They've repeated them so often that questioning themselves feels like weakness. But I'll tell you this. The smartest thing I ever learned was to say, I don't know. The day you stop learning is the day you start dying. People don't go broke because they're stupid. They go broke because they can't stand being ordinary. They chase excitement. They trade too much. They follow the crowd. I've seen this for decades. The louder the crowd gets, the closer the crash comes. When everyone's screaming to buy, I stay silent. When they panic to sell, I sit still. In finance, silence beats noise every time. Patience is the most underrated form of intelligence. The market rewards those who can sit still while others lose their minds. You don't need brilliance. You need endurance. Every time you avoid a dumb decision, you compound your future. Boring discipline is what creates freedom. I've also learned that the best partnerships in life are built on trust, not contracts. Warren and I worked together for nearly 60 years without a single written agreement. We didn't argue to win, we argued to find the truth. A good partner doesn't make you smarter. A good partner makes you less stupid. And if you're past 60, let me give you this advice. Stop chasing perfection. Stop waiting for the perfect partner, the perfect deal, the perfect plan. Life doesn't give you perfect. It gives you choices and the courage to make them. Simplify your finances. Own less. owe less, need less. Freedom isn't about adding more. It's about subtracting stupidity. I've seen brilliant men lose everything because they were too confident. I've seen cautious, humble savers retire peacefully. Survival matters more than brilliance, because you can't get rich if you're wiped out. And after 60, there's no reset button. So here's my final truth. I didn't become wealthy because I was a genius. I became wealthy because I stayed alive long enough for arithmetic to work. Compound interest doesn't need brilliance. It just needs time and patience. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Freedom isn't about how much you make, but how little you can lose. Avoid debt. Avoid drama. Avoid dumb people. And most of all, avoid stupidity. Because that, my friend, is the real genius.